Welcome to the podcast. Title Talk with Corey. Now streaming. Stand by.
In T-minus 60 seconds.
All right. Good morning. Good morning. Today's Monday, December 4th. And welcome to the podcast, Title Talk with Corey. Every Monday streaming live, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. We'll be out everywhere. Stand by, guys.
Sean and Corey, carry the show.
Running out of time.
Yes.
Sooner or later, they'll see why I see why I got the realest flow. Son of the dark, but I still got the endless flow. And it's ironic to me how a conic MC can trap me before we drop the chronic CD. You see, it all started in the CPT.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire.
Hey, good morning, everybody. I hope you guys had a great weekend. And I did. I had a wonderful weekend. It was very, very busy. We had our annual Christmas party, family, friends, and so I was pretty much working my ass off all week for that, doing business, and then preparing for this party over the weekend. But it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I had some good friends of mine join me. We had some, for those of you who know, I'm a musician also, play sax, and so we had a little trio. Had some fun with a little jazz, R&B, and I was playing double duty, also making mixed drinks. I do these little holiday cocktails, and so the first couple, it was supposed to be just the first hour, making these little cocktails. It's like cranberry and vodka and a little splash of rosemary in there, and but it ended up turning out to be like 3 hours of making drinks, and then boom, hit the stage with my buddies. But it is a lot of fun having these little parties. It's a great opportunity to actually do some real socializing in person, hanging out with the people that you love, your friends, your family. And that's what I noticed, that's what I love about, having the party every year is that, you see everybody having their little side conversations, good friends of ours are becoming friends with other people that, they didn't necessarily know each other. Now they're friends. And then, everybody's just laughing and having a great time, having drinks. I had a few myself, people bring booze, and, good friend of mine bought me a good bottle of bourbon, and I had drinks, more drinks, and more. I had a lot of drinks, so I had a massive headache the next day, but it was a lot of fun. And so as we stroll into the holiday season, I feel like, geez, it's only December 4th, and I feel like I've had Christmas going on for about a whole month already. But we're excited. It's a good time, and it's a good time to continue to stay focused on what our bigger picture is for the new year. We're all in holiday mode, but let's keep it going. Let's stay focused, and that's what I'm here for. On Mondays, especially, I do a lot of farming, and I got quite a few farms I got to work on today. So if you haven't reached out to me and you want to, refresh your farm, or maybe go after some new territories, feel free to reach out to me today or anytime this week. I can be happy to work on those farms for you. Myself and my customer service department, please reach out to me, 626-392-7993. You can reach me by email, open@Corey Title Rep. And also, please follow me. Check out the website. You can see right here, www.CoreyTitleRep.com. And up there, you have all, my information. You have access to my links, my email, opening orders, my live links for the podcast, Title Talk with Corey, which I'm out promoting. And so, feel free to reach out to me. I'm not shutting down for the holidays. In fact, I'm ramping up and I'm doing a lot of farming. I'm doing a lot of technology. I'm doing sessions with clients one-on-one in classes. So please reach out to me. Again, 626-392-7993, open at CoreyTitleRep.com. If you guys need a profile, you need some comps, you need some farming, you want to sit down, you want to do a strategy session, that's what I'm here for every Monday, 11 a.m. right here, YouTube Live, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and also available on Apple Podcast, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, everything, all of the above. So I'm excited. Today I'm going to talk about some of the marketing stuff that I'm using. That's kind of what I specialize in. I specialize in marketing and farming, and that's just my strength. Other people are, I don't know. I don't know what other people do. But that's how I connect with clients. I work with clients mostly individually. I do have some offices that I work with, but it's more individual based, and I'm very spread out. And so that's why I want to do this podcast and touch bases every week with you guys, with agents, anybody in the business, really. Just touch bases with you and stay connected every week, bring you guys fresh information about new technology. I've got some good technology companies coming on. I've had some in the past as well. We had, some great guests and some new guests coming on in the future. Today I don't have a guest, but next week I just confirmed today I'm going to have on local legend, musician, percussionist, and drummer for the Beach Boys, Bobby Figueroa. I just confirmed him this morning. We're just trying to figure out, is he going to come to the studio and work, and we do it in here, or are we going to do this remotely? But it's exciting. I'm sure he's got a lot of great stories and tales to tell, about being on the road. In fact, he's still touring on the road. So it's exciting. I'm so grateful that we're able to get him up on here on the podcast. I also got bassist Bernard Williams coming on. Bill Castro. I don't know his exact title, but he's we're going to talk about permanent real estate, and I'll tell you what that is. In the coming weeks, permanent real estate. It's kind of you guys can figure that out. But anyways, so welcome. If you're joining me today, thank you for jumping on. Again, we had this big event over the weekend, and I was thinking about going dark, but I'm like, no, I can't. What kind of message am I going to send to all the people who I'm promoting out there, telling you guys to stay focused? Let's go. And so I want to be here with you guys in the trenches every week. Let's go hard at the end of the month, and let's continue to go hard throughout 2024. My team and I are here and ready to serve you guys every day, 7 days a week. You guys know that. 7 days a week here at Pacific Coast Title Company. We got the best in the business, the best TOs, the best customer service, the best reps in the game. And, I am not shy about saying that. So let's go. So some of you guys might have noticed I've been working over the last year. I started doing the podcast about 3 months ago. And we talked about, it's important to be out there and socialize in person. I mean, there's nothing better than that, being in front of someone, in front of somebody. You're door knocking, you order some farms, and, you're face to face with that person. And there's nothing more powerful than that, to be right there in front of somebody. And so for that type of data, we have all kinds of great farms, walking farms that we can help you. Even next seller algorithms that we can run on the property to help you predict. They just give you a good idea who might be selling in the next 12 months or so, right? Empty nester algorithms that we can run. There's just a lot of stuff. And, we talked about life events as well. That's kind of like the ticket right now because, hey, interest rates are high. And so it's going to be tough to have somebody want to sell their, 2.5% interest rate home and then get into an 8% rate. So you got it there, but that doesn't mean that sales are not occurring, right? So we talked about that. And last week's episode, I went over some of the, I went specifically over how to target premium leads, premium as in you have to actually pay for those, but you have the access through the Title Toolbox apparatus to target divorces, to target affidavits of death, to target life events, foreclosures, and all that. You do have access to pulling that information through the Pacific Coast Title Toolbox. It's not free. You have to pay for that premium data, but there are a lot of great features in there that you get for free, like the algorithms for the empty nester, the next seller's algorithm. You can go after absentee owners. There's all kinds of little facets, and I've talked about this in the past about, micro demographics, right? Farming your area, knowing your farm, whether it's 1,000 records or 500 records, and then chopping it down into little micro demographics and understanding what's in that farm territory, right? You got 1,000 records. Maybe you have 100 next sellers, 10%. I don't know, maybe it's lower, but you're going to have little lists after that. And I can show you how to do that. We can do that in person. I can train you over the phone or even over the internet. How to slice down those little micro demographics within your farm. So you got that 1,000 farm record, and then you go after the absentee owners, right? The non-owner occupies, the out of state owners, empty nesters, the next sellers. You can even target through Title Toolbox, anyone who's had defaulted taxes, right? And then the premium features, which are the ones you pay for. Those are called leads. I can't give those to you, but I can show you how to use the program, and that's the key. So that's what I'm doing out daily. And again, I do this remotely because I work with agents all over California, Southern California, Northern California, and I can do that over the phone. I can do it in a group setting, in a class. I can be in person, over the phone, over Zoom. So I just want to remind you of that. Because right now is the time. It's time to double down, to stay focused, start the year strong, right? And go after those new territories, right? If it makes you feel, this is what you got to do, right? Sometimes you got to make yourself feel uncomfortable. You got to feel that discomfort to grow in order to expand, right? I talked about, the plane has landed, but the plane's going to be taking off. And I'm stealing that quote from a great broker that I heard, in a Zoom meeting the other day. But hey, knowledge is key. Share the knowledge, and that's what I'm up here today to do. Talk about farming, but also marketing. Some of the marketing tools that I'm using digitally, digital marketing. I'm going to talk about today. One of the main tools that I use for my digital marketing. I've had agents ask me before, what are you doing? Because you have this awesome marketing, and I do, but I can't take all the credit for that. I am a creative person. So I use a couple of things, when I have the podcast going. You can see here on the podcast, all of my overlays here. That's all done through Canva. I use Canva for that. And then for the podcast itself, I'm using StreamYard, and I use my Canva to create the outer, what you call an overlay, right? But my main marketing tool, and I want to share this with you guys because it's really great for real estate agents. I think, I use it for my business, but honestly, there's not really the company that I use is actually a lot of agents use, and I don't know if a lot of agents use it, but there's some great features in there for agents. This app is called Ripple, and this is available through iOS and the Android store, or what is it called? Android Market. And it's called Ripple, RIPL. And I'm going to share with you, I'll just share with you a little bit of my, I'm going to share with you some of the stuff that I've worked on. But this is what it looks like. This is their website, by the way. Now, Ripple is actually a mobile application, and I'm not endorsing Ripple. I'm just letting you know what I use for my title business. And this is what I use. And the reason why I use this is because they have a really great, platform. They have a lot of wonderful templates in there. And if you even have a drop of, creative, skills, and I know most of us, almost everybody does have some sense of, creativity. Everybody's got their own sense of style. It doesn't really matter. But Ripple has an awesome platform up here for marketing. They have a lot of wonderful templates they have a lot of great real estate templates, believe it or not. If you have a listing, or you have, like an open house that you're promoting, anything really. And I've learned how to use this and manipulate and tweak these templates to work for me in the title business. And so what's great about Ripple is, one, it's very inexpensive. I don't know what it is. I think it's like $15 a month or something. They got some free trial stuff going on. And again, I'm not, promoting Ripple. I just want to share with you what I do to make my life easier. Because back in the day, a lot of you probably, I'm sure there's probably still a lot of, title reps out there going to the offices, and they'll drop off all of these prints, these flyers, and some of them are like calendars, and I don't know what I don't even know what things. I haven't ordered that kind of stuff in years and years. But it's a lot of print marketing stuff that people come in, and title reps will just drop this stuff on people's desks. And I don't know. I really don't know whether that's effective or not. I just don't know. I guess there's no real way to. There's no real analytics on trying to figure out if whether or not print marketing dropped on desks works for you. I know a lot of people think that's just a nuisance, and it's annoying, and I really don't see a lot of that out there anymore. And but again, I'm an appointment by appointment only rep, so I don't really see a lot of that. But what I do a lot myself is I do a lot of digital marketing. Now, I told you I use Canva. I use Canva Pro for a lot of special branding stuff, from stuff that I'm doing for myself. I have my own Corey Title Rep logo, which is it's like a little hand gesture, is like number one. I don't know. It's just something I just thought up. But anyways, I'm gonna share with you some of the templates here that I've worked on in the past. So here's one of them. I'll add this here. You can hear it's kind of loud. Turn that down. So just to give you a little idea of some of the stuff that I'm doing, that you might have seen out there if you follow me. So this one here says Corey Title Rep, make it a great morning. And what I used here is a few pictures off of our website, so there's no licensing issues. And all the templates and photos through Ripple are all pre-licensed. So you have access to photos and pre-videos and templates that are already set up. And all you got to do is, you upload your branding, your logo, whatever you want to add, and it will put your overlay in there. This is what makes this is like so easy for people who are not that creative, who don't really want to work with Canva and all these, other, graphic design stuff. You just you load in your pictures and your logo, and it just kind of puts it together for you. And you have to do very little. You can, work out your own color schemes. But on this one, it says great Corey Title Rep, make it a great morning. And then I've got some pictures of our website. I'll run it again. And you see, hard copies of our property profile there, title toolbox, images there from our website, right? Make it a great morning, get the app, whatever, it's just a bunch of stuff. This is all just pictures that I added from our website. There's my logo. And you can see that at the end, the brand slide is right in there. It says Pacific Coast Title, open orders, open at CoreyTitleRep.com. And so that ending part of it is called the brand slide. If you decide to try this app out, if you want to check it out, they do have a free trial. You just click, upload your logo in there, and that brand slide will be overlaid at the end of each of your little ads. And I call them ads because that's exactly what these are. Again, you have the in-person, socializing. You're out there at the Christmas parties, you're door knocking, whatever. Those are the most powerful ones. These digital ones you can put to work with you, and these can work with you. These can work for you, these ads, 24 hours a day while you're sleeping. And that's what I love about using Ripple, because Ripple will distribute my ads, right? And this is not doing any kind of sponsored ads or paying anything additional, to Instagram or Facebook. This is just sending out on my own personal Instagram and Facebook, Twitter, and sending them out to all of my social media outlets. Distributes to them when I want them to go out, what time of the day, what day I want them to go out. So if you wanted to send out a marketing ad once every day at 6 o'clock in the morning when people are getting up, for the whole month, you can do that, right? Lately I've been slacking a little bit. I'm gonna be honest. I've been slacking. I haven't designed too many, but I have a bunch of templates already pre-designed so that I can just go back in there and do them. But I've been kind of focusing on my podcast, so I've kind of slacked a little bit on my ripples, but I will start posting some more, and so you can kind of check them out if you follow me and see if that's something that you want to give it a shot or not. But what I love about it, again, is this is working for you, around the clock. So you work on these little ripples. One day you could pick a couple hours and design the whole month. It really doesn't take that long because a lot of these are already kind of pre-made. And then you just put your branding, your branding slide is already there, because when you sign up for your account, you upload your logo and that brand slide is already there. It's added to every single little ad that you create. And so, it just depends on how much you want to go out every day or not. Or you could do once a week, you could do once a month, or every day. So I like to do, at one point I was doing these things every day. I spent a whole day, creating them, and then they would go out every day at like 6 o'clock in the morning, every day. So I have a bunch of them designed, but I want to keep it fresh. So I'm going to design some new ones. I'll probably do them like a couple days a week. So if you start seeing them again, you'll know where this came from. This is Ripple, RIPL. You can check that out on the App Store, iOS, Android. I'm going to show you guys another one here. This is another one of my favorites here. And this is just another example of some of the templates that's on there. And you'll notice this one is going to, it's going to move. It's going to be a little bit more animated. And this is, again, through the Ripple app. My apologies. I have another phone call coming in and it's interrupting. So let's go ahead and check out this one. Work harder, work smarter, not harder. Win more listings. Pacific Coast Title open orders open at CoreyTitleRep.com. I turned that down, but you can notice there that there's some classical music on that one. You got two tabs coming down, swinging down. You got my logo on the left, the brand slide at the bottom, the Pacific Coast Title Company. That's part of the brand slide. Again, those are already going to be embedded into your template before you even start designing it. Your brand slide, your logo will be there. So in this one, it says, I'll take off the overlay because I don't want you to get confused about what's in there or not. I know some people will be just listening, but I'm taking off the overlay so you can actually see the ad here that comes up here. So it says, work smarter, not harder, win more listings, Corey Title Rep. And of course, I'm insinuating, reach out to me because I can help you farm. And the goal here is to help you win more listings by providing great farming technology for you. I'm going to run that again. You can see how these come down and they just fall right in front and they kind of swing back and forth. The animation, very cool looking. And this is just another example of how awesome the graphic artist team is over at Ripple and creating these. You see this again? Classical music. Corey Title Rep, work smarter, not harder, win more listings. Pacific Coast Title open orders open at CoreyTitleRep.com. Very cool, right? So this is just another ad that goes out. This is one of my more general ones that just will go out. You'll see that. Another one here is called Farm Tools that I'm gonna put up. It's kind of a quirky little humorous. I always say that the term farming is just kind of, I don't know, outdated and hooky. I don't really like the term farm. I guess people, it's just not attractive. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is to some people. So I kind of went with that theme on that one, right? So the idea here is farm tools. Do you have the right stuff? And you got this, this image of a tool shed here, and you got some, I don't even know what you call those things, forks or. But anyways, so at Farm Tools, do you have the right stuff, right? And then in the end, the brand slide comes on. You can see, on the top here, Pacific Coast Title, they're branded. And then in the end, the same brand slide comes on. Corey Title Rep, Pacific Coast Title, open at CoreyTitleRep.com. It's all branding. By the way, in your branding, make sure to, as an agent, whatever your brand is, whether it's a picture, a photo, or it's a logo or whatever you're using, make sure that it's the same across all platforms. All your social media, your website, everything should have the same branding, the same logo, the same look. That's how people will remember, and so that's what I do with all my marketing here. And this is Farm Tools. Do you have the right stuff? Marketing ad. Now with these are all designed to go out on Instagram, on Facebook, YouTube. You can have it go out on Twitter. All of these at the same time. It'll post it at the same whatever time you want it to go out. You program ahead of time. They can go out daily while you sleep. This stuff is working for you, right? And it's all just brand awareness. It's putting you out there, making you more relevant. And this is stuff that you don't have to spend time. You spend one day programming, creating the templates, and the templates are created. You're just adding your photos, kind of, making a few adjustments, and you got one ready to go. And you do those, if you can do a couple of those a day, you're going to end up building up a nice stockpile of ads that can run for you for free, right? Those are going to go out on social media. There's no better, advertising than social media. It's free. You can always add to that if you want to sponsor an ad, that's up to you if you want to do that. Or if you want to do this, you want to give Ripple a try, give it a shot. You can check that out. But this is what I use, this is what I put out there. I don't go around dropping off flyers on desks and stuff like that. You'll just see this on my social media going out, boom, boom, boom. And this is what kind of keeps your brand fresh out there. For me, this is what works. I like it that it's, I don't have to think about it. I just, one day I could sit here and work on these things and they'll go out as I program to go out. It's just a great marketing apparatus to use. Ripple, RIPL. I'll show you one last Ripple that I created, and this is for the podcast itself, to promote the podcast. You can see here, branded Pacific Coast title. You got my flyer. This is my flyer that I pass out to promote the podcast. That's actually just a picture of my TV from the podcast. Took a picture of that, dropped it right into Ripple. No problem. Super easy. Pacific Coast title, open orders, open at CoreyTitleRep.com. Join me every Monday, 11 a.m. YouTube Live, a live podcast. Anyways, so I just wanted to share those with you. Those are just some samples off of Ripple, RIPL, that I use. What's great about it also is they have a lot of content in there that you can switch all those pictures up that you see. They make these templates themselves, but I always go in there and change all the pictures. I'll put my own pictures, and very rarely will I use some of their pictures, but sometimes on their holiday stuff. Like I'm going to show you one more. Okay, so this is one more Ripple that I ran for Halloween, and it's got an image of my dog, our dog Apollo. So this image here, this is obviously my dog. These are just pictures around my home of Halloween decorations. Yeah, pretty cool. And all of this music, by the way, these backing tracks, all pre-licensed. Whether you use your photos, those are obviously owned by yourself, or the photos that you use in their library. All of those photos and the music is all pre-licensed, so you don't have to worry about Instagram taking them down and all that. Because it's all comes, the fee that you pay to Ripple, whether you decide to use the pro version or not, those are all included in your fee, all the licensing for those. I don't know. I'm very familiar with licensing because I'm also, I have a small music publishing company as well. So that's our dog Apollo, our front door, Happy Halloween, and in this one, I'm not sure if did I have the brand slide or not on. Yeah, so you can see there the brand slide was in there, at the end. So a great marketing tool. Again, that is Ripple. So you can check that out. They got some free trials. You can check it out if you want to give it a shot. If you have any questions, you want to know, if you need some help, I can give you a couple little pointers, a couple of tips. But other than that, my main thing here is going to be always data farming. That's what I specialize in. And hopefully you'll reach out and we can do like a strategy session and go over some some farm technology, how to use Title Toolbox, Title Pro 247, the PCT Instant Profile application. In the coming weeks, by the way, it is Christmas time. It is December. I'm trying to stay focused and committed to doing the podcast. And so I'm not sure what everybody's schedule is during the holiday. I've got some guests coming on. Like I said, I'm hoping next week I will have Bobby Figueroa, hopefully Monday. Percussionist drummer of the Beach Boys will be joining me in the studio, either in the studio or it'll be over the internet. But I don't know if he's on tour right now, but it's going to be exciting. So stay tuned for that. Bobby Figueroa, professional percussionist and drummer for the Beach Boys, and many, many others. I know he's in some television stuff. I got another actor coming on, hip hop rapper, just a lot of great stuff, great information. Everybody needs a house. And so everybody is, I'm open to any backgrounds, because everyone has to live somewhere, whether you buying or you're renting, and everybody's got a different story to tell. So I'm very excited about the future in running the podcast. We're going to continue to share with you all of the new cutting edge technology that's coming out with AI in the coming weeks as well. So stay tuned for that. If you guys need anything this week, feel free to reach out to me by phone, 626-392-7993. And you can email open@CoreyTitleRep.com. Please check out the website, www.CoreyTitleRep.com. All my links are up there, and the company's website, PCT.com. And you'll find a lot of really great, useful information up there. I'll show you. Let's see. I was going to show you something, but we're going to pass on that. Oh, I was going to show you this overlay. Okay, so this overlay right here was another thing that I created through Canva. It's just kind of like a little TV. Let's see. I guess it's that way. This way. There's a lot of good stuff there on Canva as well. For podcasters, I know some people are trying to do their own little podcast, and it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. Have fun up here, getting up here every week, and and sharing everything with you guys. So you guys have a great week. I hope you guys are enjoying your holiday season. Don't hesitate to reach out, and let's try to stay busy together. For all of the all the agents who opened orders last week, I've been blessed. I'm gonna be honest. I've been blessed. A lot of you guys have are still opening some great orders, a lot of great sales occurring. And so thank you so much to everyone out there who supported myself and my team. We love you, and we thank you from the bottoms of our heart. We hope you guys have a wonderful holiday. If you guys need anything this week, please feel free to call me 7 days a week, and we can get you whatever you need. We have access to customer service and everything that you need 7 days a week. You guys have a wonderful week, and if you guys need anything, you guys reach out to me, please. Have a good one, guys.
I'm feeling good now. No one to bring me down. God is blessing on the road, and I'm standing a little bit taller, now. I'm feeling good.